If I followed the rules, I would wake up at 5 and pray to the Most High like perfect people do. I would ask Him to forgive me. I would remind Him that He said that I'm saved and I'm free. I ask Him to give me everything I need. I then proceed to work out because this is what my perfect body needs. I would carve out a sculpture to behold out of this morning routine, and no, I'm not joking. Working out makes me holy, like Jesus walking on water type of holy, and no, I'm not joking. If anyone asked if I worked out every day, I would say in false humility that the creator of this universe saw it fit that an angel should walk among mortals and gifted me this. And if they dared ask about my skin, I would dare them to touch me and feel. Not even Nivea can make me feel like this. I'm dripping glory. If I followed the rules, I would then have a cold shower while listening to opera just like hot girls do. Sometimes I listen to TED Talks and I wish I could perform there too. Sometimes I listen to preachings and teachings because I want to be like Jesus too. Sometimes I listen to podcasts on how to be an alpha male because I want to be a rich man too. Sometimes I listen to nothing. I listen to nothing. If I followed the rules, I would attend all my classes, even the boring ones. I would tattoo the Constitution at the back of my palms, then I would brag about how I know it at the back of my palms. I would pass all of my exams. I would graduate first class. Beauty with brains will be the hashtag because I'm perfect, I'm hot, I'm impressive. He falls in love with how perfect I am, how smart I am. He falls in love with my undeniable poetic talent. Now the problem is, I don't follow rules. I don't work out at 5. I don't pray. God knows that I want to every time. Sometimes I wake up at 10 in the morning. I'm not holy, I'm sorry. I find myself writing Jesus love letters, asking Him if I can right my wrongs like poems. I ask Him if He likes my poems. I ask Him when He died for me, was I worth it all along? When you grow up a lonely kid, you fall in love with the stars. You fall in love with the idea of being saved by a perfect man, God, or Jesus, or your father, or your boyfriend, or yourself. When you grow up a lonely kid, you constantly ask your mother where your father is. Your mother, a woman of God, she a strong woman. She doesn't tell you that she asks herself this question too, but you ask for at least a name, and you ask again and again and again and again. She tells me that God is my father. I remind her of that time that I asked her why I don't have friends, and she said that God was my friend. Look, Mom, I'm a bit confused. She looks me straight to my face and says that God is my father and friend. When you grow up a lonely kid, you almost believe her. You get on your knees and you pray. You get on your knees and you pray. You ask Him to give you your daily bread. You beg Him for a name. You ask Him if you can call Him daddy or friend. When you grow up a lonely kid, you have a lot of needs. You don't believe that the concept of John 3:16 is real. The thought of a love so kind sickens me. When you grow up a lonely kid, you become a lonely being. You become a lonely girl. And lonely girls have the words, God hates you, written on their foreheads with poisonous ink. Lonely girls spend most of their time crying to God, crying to the father my mother promised me. Lonely girls spend most of their time looking for men who remind them of their fathers. My father is a cocktail of a proud man filled with anger and a troubled boy who pours his fears on multiple women. My father is myself. I am my father. When you grow up a lonely kid, you get used to lacking. You get used to unanswered prayers. I stopped praying completely. I don't know how to be gentle with myself. I give in to that man that reminds me of my father now. No, wait, I'm a strong, independent woman. If you grow up a lonely kid, you become a lonely girl. And lonely girls have the words, "God hates you," written on their foreheads with poisonous ink. But lonely girls don't want to be loved. They want to love. They don't want to be touched. They want to be heard. So when he said that he liked what my kiss did to him, that was the thing. Lonely girls don't want to hear that.
Oh, this is how I'm supposed to do it, right?
Yeah.
I hope so. I hope I'm getting it right. And you are amazing.
Thank you so much.
You're amazing. Someone just sent a text already. Let's read it. How are you?
I'm fine.
You haven't even told us who you are. Tracey is so talented. Well, tuitishie social media handles zake to tag.
Oh my
Changamka.
God.
I think we start from there. You know, where we're supposed to end from is where we begin. Your social media platforms.
Yeah. Okay, so I have nothing up yet. This might shock you, but this is my first time performing my art. A friend of mine saw my talent and was like,
so you know, you just rendered all my questions useless, because that would have been my question. Just how was it performing for the first time? When did you start this? So how are we going to conduct this interview?
we'll deal with what we have for now. I feel like I've been writing all my life, so.
So you've been writing all this, and you've, first of all, introduce yourself to the people.
Hey, hi. Yes. I'm Tracey Lagat. Yeah, I'm a student.
This should be the camera, yeah? Yes.
Yeah, I'm a student and a poet. I feel like I'm not an artist. I don't want to introduce myself like an artist. I feel like I'm an experience. And my poetry, I wanted to reinvent like the position of poetry in the modern world. I want people to associate it to new things, and it's a new feel. I feel like
it's really new and good. So it's like poetry, same family with spoken word, and you know, music halls and all that, and that you do not have a social media platform.
I'm going to start. But it's gonna go like.
Forget about that social media for poetry. Your own.
Yeah.
Well, that is, you don't have an Instagram account.
Yeah, I don't have an Instagram account.
A YouTube account. Lakini kwani, how is that?
Where have I been? Yeah, but.
But why?
I feel like I was reserved for a minute. When I started writing.
You know, this doesn't look like reserved. You know, you look like literally a model, and all out. You cannot tell me that you do not have a social media.
I'm now out, and I'm just saying, expect more. Expect more.
Is it in order for me to ask how old you are?
I'm 20.
20?
Yeah.
20 is fairly good enough. And that you've not been out, you know, with all this pomp and color of the social media platform?
Yeah.
This is interesting. So where does Tracey want to take this?
I want to take this international, honestly, TED Talks. I feel like my type of poetry can be related to by a lot of people. Like the target audience is everyone. I really want to touch. That's why my type of topics are kind of diverse. Yeah, and at the end of the day, I still write about basic things, like just normal life.
And this is not just basic. It got me reflecting, of, you know, on so many things. First of all, it got me to that family unit, got me to that woman and that girl in me, got me to moments of actually thinking, on second thought, this is Linda. What is this that Linda has been feeding herself? Perhaps we should take a short break and maybe come and listen to another one, because you say you've written to a couple of them, and maybe just get to understand the importance of writing, and not just writing, but writing to the basic things and the general things of society, and enlightening the society and reminding the people who really they are. After this break.
well do you know what's happening around you? Morning Cafe with heated political debates. Baraza la siasa.
Hiyo kitu azungumzie, angalie hali ya maisha ya watu.
Informative health discussions. Business, farming. Tasty Wednesday, Fitness Thursday, and Feel Good Friday with amazing DJs, celebs,
waimbaji, kuna comedians, alafu kuna wajinga,
and music bands every Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. How well do you know what's happening around you? Morning Cafe with heated political debates. Baraza la siasa.
Hiyo kitu azungumzie, angalie hali ya maisha ya watu.
Informative health discussions. Business, farming. Tasty Wednesday, Fitness Thursday, and Feel Good Friday with amazing DJs, celebs,
waimbaji, kuna comedians, alafu kuna wajinga,
and music bands every Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. How well do you know what's happening around you? Morning Cafe with heated political debates. Baraza la siasa.
Hiyo kitu azungumzie, angalie hali ya maisha ya watu.
Informative health discussions. Business, farming. Tasty Wednesday, Fitness Thursday, and Feel Good Friday with amazing DJs, celebs,
waimbaji, kuna comedians, alafu kuna wajinga,
and music bands every Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. How well do you know what's happening around you? Morning Cafe with heated political debates. Baraza la siasa.
Hiyo kitu azungumzie, angalie hali ya maisha ya watu.
Informative health discussions. Business, farming. Tasty Wednesday, Fitness Thursday, and Feel Good Friday with amazing DJs, celebs,
waimbaji, kuna comedians, alafu kuna wajinga,
and music bands every Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. How well do you know what's happening around you? Morning Cafe with heated political debates. Baraza la siasa.
Hiyo kitu azungumzie, angalie hali ya maisha ya watu.
Informative health discussions. Business, farming. Tasty Wednesday, Fitness Thursday, and Feel Good Friday with amazing DJs, celebs,
waimbaji, kuna comedians, alafu kuna wajinga,
and music bands every Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. How well do you know what's happening around you? Morning Cafe with heated political debates. Baraza la siasa.
Hiyo kitu azungumzie, angalie hali ya maisha ya watu.
Informative health discussions. Business, farming. Tasty Wednesday, Fitness Thursday, and Feel Good Friday with amazing DJs, celebs,
waimbaji, kuna comedians, alafu kuna wajinga,
and music bands every Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. How well do you know what's happening around you? Morning Cafe with heated political debates. Baraza la siasa.
Hiyo kitu azungumzie, angalie hali ya maisha ya watu.
Informative health discussions. Business, farming. Tasty Wednesday, Fitness Thursday, and Feel Good Friday with amazing DJs, celebs,
Waimbaji, kuna comedians, alafu kuna wajinga.
and music bands.
It's a good thing. Telling you that place, the pressure that is in there, perhaps you're even better off, not being on the social media and just doing you and just doing your thing. And so what does it take to write? Like you say, you are a writer, and it's one thing to write, it's another to perform, it's another to internalize this that you have written. It is one thing to be written for, a script or a poem, and for you to bring it to life. So you are all this in one? Yeah.
Okay, first of all, the writing process is quite the hardest though, because you have to sit down with yourself and get what your feelings, because writing is not that easy. One of my favorite poets actually said, poetry is like going to the toilet. Sometimes, as much as you try to force it, it's not.
It says no.
It says no. It's not coming. Yeah. You have to chill and you let it flow.
Right.
So first of all, you have to know what you want to write about, what you want people to feel when they hear your words, the type of emotion you want to cut across, everything. That's why I even put effort on the beats and everything. Because my style, personally, I think it's more about the emotion, the way I want to feel. I want people to feel how I feel. Yeah.
All right, and so it is how you feel, and sometimes you're in this world view, sometimes you're in this small world of your own, and maybe there's so much out there. Does it pressure you to want to imagine what the people on the other side are feeling and perhaps feel that need to write about them? Because you see, every time you want to speak to the people, you want to speak to their world as opposed to your own world, in as much as they're always generals, in the worlds of all of us.
Yeah. So exactly, I feel like connecting. I actually call it 3D dimensional poetry.
Okay.
Because I look at 3 sides. I want, the first thing that I thought when I wanted to start my poetry, I wanted to reinvent the position of poetry. Because when you think of poetry, maybe you remember your high school English lesson, the boring, the persona type, all that cliche type of stuff. I want to write things that people relate to. Yeah. All
right. So everybody around you, they appreciate this. They think it's a good thing. Your folks, have you gotten to a space where now they understand that you are into poetry and you can bring life, in those words?
Yeah, and it's really, the support is crazy from friends. I'm telling you, I'm not on any social media platform. So all of my gigs, I pull them through friends and people who I've had, or I just come and I come and tell you listen to me. Then you listen and you be like, okay, this is great.
I am yet to find out how my producer got a hold of you. If you're not on social media, then where? And I was asking for the links, and as though this person who's watching also, read my mind. Yeah. She was out there asking then again, how do we get a hold of her? But no pressure. When do we expect you to get to the social media? You say you're getting into it.
You'll see me, you'll feel me. The first time you see me, you'll feel me. The second time you see me, you'll hear me. It's coming.
All right, so I'll let you do your thing. Allow me to take aside, a backseat, and just let's watch how you do this thing. I think that's the most important thing. It's about art this morning. It's about being a Feel Good Friday. And so just getting to hear some of these things, very, very important. Just getting to experience and feel what it is that these talents are doing, I guess, is the most important thing. And so I'll allow you do you. Thank you.
Okay. What is love? What is love? It's a 4-letter word. Some say it's how God gave us his only son, but I think love was him giving us his son, or the son. I've never fallen in love. Okay, I'm lying. I think I have. Every night I sit and I fantasize. I fantasize about falling in love with Mr. Right. And when I start thinking about his smile, I get some butterflies. And I Google what love is. I'm told it's like riding a bike, only better and slower. Heart on your sleeve. You're a little shaky and naive. You're kind of hoping not to fall on your knees, but you fall. You fall hard. You're kind of glad you had your helmet on, so maybe love is not like riding a bike after all. What is love? Friends with benefits, situationships, entanglements, or is it the perfect fantasy, the perfect love scene? We all know the script. I want that too. I know this makes me naive. But if it's not real, why do I feel like this? I'm told it's like a game. It's like playing chess. It's like winning a bet. It depends on who's lucky, I guess. But I'm not lucky, nor am I a princess. I don't have a missing shoe and he doesn't have a flying carpet. But I fall still. I fall in love with him. I fall in love with his smile. I fall in love with how he makes me feel. So I write him letters telling him what love means. But I don't send them. I write them in my diary.
All right, and so you in love for real?
You
have fallen in love for real, for real?
Nah. For real, for real. I usually feel like if it's true love, it never goes. So if it goes, it wasn't
have you
love.
fallen in love?
I restart.
Like, have you genuinely fallen? Not now.
Not now.
Have you ever?
Once.
How was it like? Did you tell him? Did he tell you? Did he approach you?
We loved each other, I guess.
Is it?
Or at least that's how I like to remember it.
Oh, okay. So you should be worried that your people are watching you and they're thinking at 20, you shouldn't have fallen in love. That's too early. You know, parents are parents after all. Sisters will always be sisters and they will always want to look out for you. And so let's not talk about that now. At least you're too young to do that. As young as, you know, not, being able to be on social media. So thank you so much. Keep doing you. You are an amazing gal. You are going to get into modeling?
No.
Have they not told you?
They have. They have.
You just want that to...
I feel like I want to brand myself as a poet. I want to be heard more than I want to.
And who said models cannot be poets?
Okay.
I know of one, the best. Go check her out. She's